What's up, guys? George back again to do another video on some obscure 70s hard rock and blues CDs that I picked up this week. Um, Been getting into a lot of the earlier rock, UK blues type shit from the early 70s. Most of these are from the early 70s. A lot of these are super hard to find on vinyl. So I just went ahead and ordered some CDs through our distributor, and they came in. But I was blown away by pretty much all these bands. There's 4 bands, 5 CDs. The first band I'll show is the band Juicy Lucy from the UK. Killer early blues, 70s. I think they were formed in 1969 and were active up until 72, somewhere around there. And I believe they reformed in the early 90s for a little while and put out some EPs and stuff, but nothing as cool as this shit on this record. They do a killer version of Who Do You Love? That was their first single, I believe, in either late 69 or early 1970. This one has 8 tracks and then a bonus track, Walking Down the Highway. Really killer, like bluesy hard rock. I like these guys a lot. I thought this was a fantastic record. I had initially only ordered this one, and then listened to it, and I ended up getting one of the other ones. I think they had 4 albums out on their initial run. I don't have the second album yet, but I ordered the third album, which is called Get a Whiff of This. They do a killer version of Midnight Rider from the Allman Brothers on here. It says they were formed by Glenn Campbell, but it's not. I don't think it's the same Glenn Campbell, the country guy. Obviously, if he's from the UK, but like I said, formed in '69. Pretty killer, bluesy hard rock from the '70s. Like I said, they disbanded in '72 for a while. Well, for 20 years, I guess. I don't have any of their later stuff. I do want to get their second album, which came out in 1970, called Lie Back and Enjoy It, which is also available on CD. So I'll probably end up picking that up at some point. But I really dig this record a lot, too. A couple of the guys were from, I'm trying to remember, the band The Misunderstood, which I don't know too much about, in the late 60s from Britain. Like I said, they had a top 20 hit with Who Do You Love off of this album. Mickey Moody was in this band for a little while. He went on to Whitesnake. I'm trying to think if there's anybody else of importance in this band. I don't think so. I would definitely start with these 2 records. I haven't heard the second album yet, so I can't say anything about that one. But if you're looking for some cool bluesy hard rock from the early, well, basically late 60s, 69, I think this one came out. This one came out in 71. Definitely check these out. But pretty killer. I was really, really floored by them. Probably my favorite one right now out of the bunch is this one, Killing Floor. Again, another UK band. I'm not 100% sure. This one came out on Repertoire Records in 2014. This is actually a late 1969 band. The original came out. It did come out on vinyl in the U.S. with a different cover, but this is straight up blues rock. They do Woman You Need Love, which is an old blues standard that actually Zeppelin kind of took some of it for Whole Lot of Love. But most of the shit is real bluesy stuff, really killer stuff on here. You get tracks like Woman Who Do You Love, or Woman You Need Love, Nobody By My Side, Come Home Baby, Bedtime Blues, Sunday Morning, Try to Understand, People Change Your Mind, Lose Blues. Really killer record. This is an absolute fantastic album. I do want to get this on vinyl, but like I said, all these on vinyl are really pricey. Um, as far as original copies go. But, dig this a lot. Definitely check out Killing Floor. It was reissued on Repertoire Records in 2014. Really killer record. Absolutely awesome. Next up is a reissue on Rockadrome, and that's Pussy. The album's called Invasion. Basically, another UK band was born out of the ashes of the band Jerusalem, which I also believe Rockadrome Records put out their first album, reissued their first album. I'm not sure if this Pussy album was ever officially released on vinyl back in, I think it was 72 or 73. But this is a really killer record too. A little more hard rock than blues, but definitely worth checking out. This is probably... There's a ton of bonus tracks on here. I think they're bonus tracks. I guess. I mean, I think this is everything they've recorded. I don't think they actually ever released an album back in the 70s. But if you like that Jerusalem record on rock, like I said, check Rockadrome Records. I don't have the Jerusalem record yet, but I will be picking it up. I think it's available on purple vinyl, from what I remember. After they broke up, a couple of guys formed Pussy. I could probably figure out why they never got a record deal or put an album out with that band name, but like I said, the album's called Invasion. Definitely worth checking out. Really killer stuff. There's a couple versions of tracks on here, like Lady Ella, that I really love. There's a session track for a bonus track of the same one, just a different take of it that I thought was really good. But that's probably one of my favorite tracks on here. Feline Woman was good. The Knife was good. Take Me Home was great. But I would definitely check out Pussy. Whatever. What are you going to do? And the last one I picked up was a band from Johannesburg called Suck. And this is called Time to Suck. This thing's hard as shit to find on vinyl. I looked on vinyl. They go for stupid money, like anywhere between $500 and $700 for this on vinyl. This is the actual South African pressing on CD. Very Sabbathy sounding, I guess. Matter of fact, they do War Pigs on here that I thought was great. They do 21st Century Schizoid Man. Seasons of the Witch, but I don't think it's the same song from what I can tell anyway. But really killer, like Sabbathy type metal from the early 70s. I would definitely check this out if you could find it. You could probably find this CD version of it pretty cheap, like with under $15. I don't think you'll ever see this on an original of this for less than $500 on vinyl. I believe it was a South African pressing to begin with, but really killer rock, metal, early metal, Sabbathy type band. Definitely check this out. There's 9 songs on this. This version came out on Fresh Music, like I said, out of South Africa. Was happy to add this to the collection. I really dig this a lot. Yeah. But I would definitely check this out. Anyway, that is it for the 4 late 60s, early 70s rock and blues and metal rarities, I guess you could say. I would definitely check out each one of those. I dig them a lot. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter. I'll be doing some new CD updates, some movie updates, or CD reviews and movie reviews coming up real soon within the week, and I'll talk to y'all next time. Peace.